Mahindra has launched a new XUV, and this one is called the XUV 7XO, and this one replaces the current XUV 700. It's launched at a starting price of 13,66,000 rupees, and this one is introductory for first 40,000 customers. Now, a lot has changed in this car: the exterior, interior, features, safety, price, and there's a lot to talk about. Now, we'll start first with the changes to the outside. First one is this, a new ruby red color. And if you look at the front design, there's a brand new grille. This is a dual tone grille, black and silver one. And then this side, you've got this new LED DRLs. These are C-shaped and now house these dual pod headlamps. You also get sequential turn indicators that are integrated below these LED headlamps. Now, if you move down on the bumper, you will find these two designs for the LED fog lamps. And overall, the design here has changed. You get a new design for the bumper. This is the ADAS module, and this is the setup for the 360-degree camera. So let us know, what do you think of this front design of the Mahindra XUV 7XO? Now let's move to the side and the rear to tell you about all the changes. Now when you move to the side, not much has changed. In fact, it's still recognizable as the old XUV 700 and has still the same dimensions with a wheelbase of 2750 mm, and yes, you still get this flush fitting door handles. However, what's new is that as soon as you near the vehicle, these pop out immediately and it unlocks the car as a welcome feature. Now, apart from the new pop-up feature, you also get a 360-degree camera setup, turn indicators, and of course this new color. Now there's also something which has changed when you move to the rear of the car. Now this is the tailgate. Unfortunately, unlike the Tata Sierra, this does not get an electric tailgate and it's still a manual one. Now what has changed here are these elements for the tail lamps. Like the XUV 9S, you get honeycomb pattern in the tail lamps and you get the C-shaped tail lamp design for the rear. Now these are not connected and you still get a Mahindra logo here. However, you get a new badge here, which is the XUV 7XO at the rear, and even the bumper, they have been tweaked and you get this box finish here on the rear bumper. Now this is what you get overall on the outside. However, major changes have been made inside the cabin of the 7XO. So let's take a look. Now inside the cabin of the XUV 7XO, things have been thoroughly redesigned and you will find familiarity with the XUV 9e and the 9S cabin. The first thing that we are now used to seeing is this coast-to-coast triple screen layout on the dashboard. This one is for the passenger, this one is the infotainment system, and the third one is for the driver. Now the steering wheel too has been picked from the XUV 9S and the 9e, but unlike them, they get these small buttons. These have dedicated cutouts for both the buttons. A nice and thoughtful touch that has been made after customer feedback. Now another thing that is fresh in the cabin is the use of colors. Majorly you will see three colors: black, tan brown and beige color. Now these have been applied on the dashboard, even on the door pads and also on the seat upholstery and the headrest. Now this color has received mixed opinions here. What do you think of this tan and beige color? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Now in terms of features, you also get an electronic parking brake, a sliding armrest here which can be opened to free up more storage, and also this is the new key of the 7XO. Now the other thing new is this openable storage compartment that gets a wireless charger, a Type A USB port and one fast charger which is of Type C with 65 watts. Now you also get a 16 speaker system with Dolby Atmos in the 7XO, and you also get this massive panoramic sunroof. And now in the second row of the 7XO, there are a lot of feature additions. The first thing here are these window blinds, and then you get something called as BYOD. No, it's not the D that you have been thinking. It's called bring your own device. And you've got these two mounts here. One is here along with a power cable of Type C 65 watt, and the second one is here for the left hand side passenger. You also get rear AC vents, a place to keep your phone which also doubles up as a wireless charger, and here you've got an armrest with two cup holders. Overall, the space here is quite decent. We'll do a detailed review of the exact space check with 3 passengers, but to give you an idea, this is how the space is. I've got enough thigh room, enough leg room, enough headroom, and I think seating 3 people here will be really easy. The other thing that you get here is an electronic Bose mode, which actually means that this powered co-driver seat can actually be adjusted with the backrest and also the seat right here from the second row. Now this car continues to be offered with a 3-row of seating. This one is the bench type seat, and when you fold this down, you have access to the 3rd row seats where you can actually sit kids at the max, because seating adults for long journey might not really be very comfortable, and overall it feels a thorough upgrade compared to the XUV 700 that was launched in 2021. Now few features that we have missed are actually ambient lights. Now these are on the 2nd row door pad, even on the front row door pad, and even on the dashboard. So these lights are customizable and you can have separate light settings for all the rows. Well, there's nothing new here because the 7XO gets the same set of engines, a 2-liter petrol engine and a 2.2-liter diesel engine, both offered with manual and automatic gearboxes. However, what's new is the rear suspension that now gets multi-link. Now how that fares, you'll have to wait for a detailed review, which will drop on 8th of January. Now, if you like the new Mahindra XUV 7XO, these cars will be available at showrooms for test drive from 8th of January, and the official bookings will start on 14th of January. And on the same date, Mahindra will also commence deliveries of the entire AX7 range, which includes the AX7, AX7T and the AX7L. And if you want the lower variants of the 7XO, well, you will have to wait till April 2026. Now, what do you think of the 7XO? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.